This video covers section 2.5, Introduction to Polynomials, part 1. A polynomial actually is an expression written in this form that a(n), a2, a1, a0 are coefficient. a0 because it's a real number, we call it constant. a1, a2, a3 till an, all of them are real numbers. Look at these two examples. There are two examples of two polynomials. The first one, 3x squared minus 5x plus 4. Here 3 minus 5 and 4 are coefficients. The second example, negative 2, positive 4, negative 8, positive 1 and negative 1 are coefficients. 4 in the first example, because it doesn't have any variable, we call it constant. And second example, negative 1, we call that constant. Now, in any polynomial, those pieces that separated by addition and subtraction, we call each of them a term. So here 3x squared is one term, negative 5x is another term, positive 4 is the third term. So means this polynomial has 3 terms. The second polynomial, negative 2x to the power of 5, positive 4x cubed, negative 8x squared, positive x, and negative 1. Each of them is a term. So means this polynomial has 5 terms. The degree of a polynomial, you see here says the highest power of a variable in a polynomial called degree of that polynomial. So in these two examples, example 1, x is variable. Between these 3 terms, power 2 is the highest power for x. So we say the degree of this polynomial is 2. The second example, 5 is the highest power of x. So that means degree of polynomial is 5. Now, another thing that you need to know is the leading coefficient. So, in each polynomial, we have a term that x has the highest, or variable has the highest power. We said that power or exponent is the degree of polynomial. Now, coefficient of that term, we call it leading coefficient. Means in this example, 3 is the leading coefficient. In second example, negative 2 is the leading coefficient. So leading coefficient is the coefficient of the term with the highest power of x or variable. Some polynomials, they have only 1 or 2 or 3 terms. If a polynomial has only 1 term, like these 4 examples, we call it monomial. You see, monomial is a polynomial with 1 term. Binomial is a polynomial with 2 terms, like these examples, x plus 3, 5x squared plus x, 2x cubed minus 1. Now, if polynomial has only 3 terms, we call it tri. Tri means 3 trinomial, like these 2 examples. In polynomials, we call terms with the same power of variable alike terms. You see here terms with the same variable and the same power called like terms or similar terms. So here 3x squared and positive 4x squared are similar terms or like terms. 5x and negative x are alike terms. To add or subtract polynomials, just we need to combine those like terms or similar terms. Let's solve some examples of your notebook. Example 1 says, identify number of terms, degree, the leading coefficient, and constant of each polynomial. The first example, 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x minus 1. You see here we have 4 terms, so this polynomial has 4 terms. The highest power of x is 3, so the degree of polynomial is 3. 3x cubed is the term that x has the highest power of x, so the coefficient means 3, called the leading coefficient, and negative 1 called constant of this polynomial. Let's solve the second example. Again, this polynomial has 3 terms, so the number of terms is 3. The degree of this polynomial is 2. The leading coefficient means coefficient of x squared is negative 3. And here constant means the term that doesn't have any x is 2. So constant is 2. Let's solve 2 examples for addition and subtraction of polynomials. The first one says 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 plus 1 minus 2x. In addition and subtraction, the first step, we try to get rid of parentheses. So we have 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 plus 1 minus 2x. Now we find alike terms or similar terms. 3x squared doesn't have any similar term. Negative 2x and negative 5x are similar terms. So minus 7x. And 4 and 1 both are constant. So 4 plus 1 is 5. You see, addition of 2 polynomial is another polynomial. Let's do part B. In part B, we have x minus 1 minus parenthesis 2x cubed minus x squared plus 3x plus 4. Again, the first step, we need to get rid of parentheses. So x minus 1 minus, here you need to pay attention if you have a negative before parentheses. After get rid of parentheses, this negative will switch or change the sign of all terms inside of parentheses. That means 2x cubed is going to be negative 2x cubed. Negative x squared is going to be positive x squared. Plus 3x changes to minus 3x. And positive 4 changes to negative 4. Now exactly look like addition. We try to find alike terms. You see negative 2x cubed doesn't have any similar term. Positive x squared doesn't have any similar term, so we write this 2. Now negative 3x and x are similar terms, so negative 3x plus x is negative 2x. And then negative 1 and negative 4 are constant. So negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. The final answer is another polynomial. Multiplication of polynomials are the same as multiplication of expressions. For example, the first example, 3x times 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. So this is distributivity property. 3x times 2x squared is 6x cubed. 3x times positive 3x, 3 times 3 is 9x times x is x squared, so plus 9x squared. And 3x times negative 1 is minus 3x. That's it. This is the final answer of this multiplication. You see a polynomial times another polynomial. The answer is a polynomial. The same you can do for this example, part B. 2 times x, 2 times 4, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times positive 4 is plus 8. Now minus x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times positive 4 is negative 4x. So in this example, you see negative 4x and 2x are alike terms. So minus x squared, just one term, doesn't have any similar term. 2x and negative 4x, answer is 2x, negative 2x, and positive 8. This is the final answer. Means multiplication of two polynomial gives you a polynomial.